watching NAWA television on YouTube. Catch us live, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NAWA Championship Wrestling. I am your host, Robert Truesdale, and I am joined by my colleague, Michael Elliott. Michael, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Red Beer. I know it's your pleasure to be in my presence again here today.
It's an honor as always.
We've got an exciting episode of NAWA Championship Wrestling. We're going to start this show off hot with the NAWA Light Heavyweight title match. This will be the second meeting between Cauliflower Chase Brown, the champion, and Thomas Extreme. Thomas came so close to beating Cauliflower last time that he put out a challenge, and Chase Brown accepted it. So here we are again, match number 2.
This is definitely how you get a program going, folks, right here with championship action from NAWA. These are two very eclectic individuals, as you'll see here shortly. Cauliflower Brown, the champion, is what you would call a throwback almost to certain types of European professional wrestling, world of sport. Classifies himself as a catch wrestler, someone who's more in terms of the old school type of grappler you'd see in England and whatnot. And here he comes strutting to the ring with that head of cauliflower, as only he does.
You like cauliflower?
I cannot say that I'm much of a fan, to be honest with you.
Well, this guy loves cauliflower. He got the name from Terry Funk when he went to a Terry Funk training seminar, and he saw his ears, and Terry said, "You ought to call yourself Cauliflower." And Chase Brown has been running with that ever since, all the way to the NAWA Light Heavyweight title. And I don't see anybody stopping this guy anytime soon. He's just he's phenomenal in ring. He's got a mind on him like no other. If you've talked to this guy, he might make you feel dumb.
It is true. He has spent much of his lifetime studying philosophy. He is as much a grappler as he is a warrior poet, you might as well go ahead and say. So we will see, though, how he handles this challenge from Thomas Extreme. And as Michael said, the second match of their series over that very belt you see right there, the prestigious NAWA Light Heavyweight title.
Yeah, Thomas came extremely close, no pun intended there, to beating Chase Brown for that belt last time they wrestled in Drexel, North Carolina. But Thomas was so upset with himself for not winning that match that he put out a challenge. And there he is, the challenger, Thomas Extreme. He thinks he can beat Chase Brown. But Chase Brown thinks he is a superior athlete, and he's going to squash Thomas Extreme like he did the last time they met.
We're going to see some combat here shortly, folks, between two definite talented grapplers here. Two guys who are probably on polar sides of the measuring stick in terms of their styles, though, because as we stated earlier, you have Cauliflower Brown, who's very much a old school grappler type. Thomas Extreme, who's more of the new school, a little bit of a high flyer, but can also get in there and mix things up with some strikes as well.
When they're getting in each other's face, this is turning into a blood feud here. These guys really despise each other. Chase just thinks he's superior in all aspects of this business.
But that makes for some good wrestling, though, I'll tell you what.
Well, we're going to see some good wrestling here in just a minute, and they're fighting for that title right there, the Light Heavyweight Championship. I think we might see a new champion here today, Red Beard.
You never know. You never know.
The look in Thomas's eyes, he's ready to take that belt. He's ready to take Chase Brown down.
All right, and referee calls for the bell here, and we are underway with our opening contest of the evening. Both men squaring off here now, going into a collar and elbow tie-up, and then Chase Brown brings him around into a key lock there, but reversed by Thomas Extreme. And straight into a throttling clothesline there in the corner. Starting hot and heavy is Thomas Extreme trying to get the pinfall here. Just a one count there, looks like.
There goes that high flying you mentioned earlier. Thomas is already resorting to, oh,
my goodness.
Chase Brown taking a shortcut there, slamming Thomas right into that middle turnbuckle.
What's he going to do for him here? Is this, big slap to that Superman logo right there in the middle of his chest.
You see how Chase is treating Thomas. He's treating him like he's better than him, like he's the superior athlete that he knows he is. Well, Thomas might surprise him here today. We don't know.
But you look at the physique of both of these men. They're both definitely talented athletes, both spending enough time in the ring to prove their physiques and to get noticed on the scene here, but especially Chase Brown.
Chase Brown just asked all these rednecks who's been eating their vegetables here. Are you serious?
I tell you what, I don't think there's many cauliflower fans here tonight.
No, I think these people hate Cauliflower Brown, and they hate the vegetable.
Yes. Maybe if it was deep fried and served with ranch, but we'll never know. And now we got some back and forth with a couple of hip toss maneuvers there. Chase Brown and Thomas Extreme again exchanging offense. Going for a suplex, but Thomas Extreme blocks it, rolls him into a schoolboy.
Almost.
Almost there.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Oh, but there's a DDT. Or excuse me, get tongue-tied here, but this action is so hot and heavy here starting off this match. My goodness.
Thomas was so close there. He's primed to win this match. He's primed to win this title. It's something that he wants. He thinks he doesn't get the respect that he deserves in the professional wrestling business. He's been around for close to 20 years.
But the defeat here and taking away that belt from Chase Brown would definitely
Oh, he's in trouble now. Belly-to-belly suplex from Chase Brown.
Big-time maneuver there. You can see the pain on Thomas Extreme's face.
See, that's the difference. Chase Brown can catch you at any second with a suplex, any kind of suplex, any variation. He can catch you off guard in the middle of any type of maneuver you're trying to pull off and take advantage of the whole match.
And I think what we're going to see here as this match goes on is definitely an opportunity for him to, as I talked about that, we have a swinging neck breaker from Extreme. But I was going to say 1, 2, two fall, two count there. What I was going to say, though, is that I believe as this match goes on, we'll start to see Chase Brown begin to take advantage of his knowledge of joint manipulation. Out there we have just a straight old thumb to the eye.
I think Chase is starting to realize he's in a fight here. That's why he's resorting to those kind of tactics.
That's right. And there's nothing too educational about that. There's just a straight
Thomas
elbow.
still can't catch his eyesight. He's still fiddling around looking for Chase. Uh-oh. What's he going to do here? He's going to –
Brown going to crotch him. Oh, no. Or is he – oh, he's going for the knee. That's what we were talking about there just a moment ago, joint manipulation.
Yeah, if you take the legs out from Thomas Extreme, there's not going to be any more high flying. There's not going to be any more fast-paced action. He's going to be grounded, and that's going to be what Chase Brown wants, is to ground Thomas Extreme and beat on him.
That left knee just had a big red target painted on it, folks. And here we have Chase Brown strutting almost back into the ring as he realizes he's got Extreme.
Yeah, he sees blood in the water. He's going to go after that knee, hopefully, and keep on it, and Thomas is not going to be able to do anything here.
Stiff forearm there to the side of the jaw of Extreme. Working him out of the corner here now, going to shoot him back across the ring. Stiff shot there, bounces him off those turnbuckles.
You got to point out, this has been a much different match than their first encounter. Oh, he's got the cauliflower. He's cauliflowering up.
He needed to power up there.
He needed some vitamins.
I have no idea what kind of
whatever the
nutrients
hell you get from vegetables. I don't know. I don't eat them. We don't eat them. Look at us.
I have no idea what kind of nutrients he was getting there, but now he's getting a dose of some elbows there. But as he does that, Extreme comes back down with that left knee.
He's smartly attacking and going after it. He's taking out one of the wheels. Thomas will be ineffective pretty much from here on out if he keeps going for it.
We got a leg whip there.
Slammed it right down on his Achilles and his knee. Felt the pressure of that once it hit the mat. But like I was saying, this is much different encounter than the first time. First time it was much more of a technical wrestling match, back and forth action.
Just a disrespectful slap there by Brown.
He thinks he's superior than Thomas, but
definitely.
You can tell this time that Chase is sensing that Thomas is a little bit better than he thought. He's being a little bit more aggressive and pulling out a little more punches this time.
Oh, he's still got that knee going for him there at his Extreme. However, Chase Brown has got to be aware of the fact that he could be able to slip up and miss something with Extreme here.
You can see the frustration on Chase Brown's face
that
Thomas will not stay down. He will not go down for the 3 count.
That is one disfigured mug there from all the combat Brown has seen over the years. He gets his name, his moniker from those cauliflowered ears. He is definitely an old school grappler type.
It looks like Chase Brown is just enjoying taking advantage of Thomas's left leg.
This is the kind of thing that we're just talking about where he can come back and bite you in the rear end. He's wasting time here almost and just trying to take apart that knee when he could be going for a pinfall or some type of a submission maneuver, which we may get right now.
If he puts it on, I think if he puts this, looks like he's going for a spinning toe hold. Maybe he's going to crotch it into a figure 4. The spinning toe hold, you haven't seen that move since the days of Dory Funk Jr.
This is a definite throwback here, folks. Something you probably haven't seen in 20 years, probably. Definitely not on any kind of TV that you've seen recently.
That maneuver is putting pressure not only on Thomas's knee.
Oh, roll him up there. 2, almost a pinfall. Extreme. Oh my goodness. Now gets a straight shot back into that knee. He can't even put pressure on that joint, folks.
Chase Brown is going for that knee like a dog to a bone. He is not going to quit.
As you said, Michael, he is definitely smelling blood in the water. And it's only going to get worse here for Extreme. Oh, my goodness.
Twisting the foot, putting pressure on the hamstrings and the ankles. Thomas isn't going to be able to walk after this match. But he's not giving up. He's got a lot of fight in him.
Extreme, he has that last name of Extreme, and he's definitely showing himself to be a resilient individual. Oh,
Whoa.
but kicks off Brown into the turnbuckle.
Face first. Right into the mush.
What's Brown going to do here? Is he going to be able to come back from it? Extreme now putting elbows into the midsection of Brown.
And you can see him hopping. He's fighting through the pain with a big clothesline right across the throat of Chase Brown.
That adrenaline's kicking in, and he is fighting like only Extreme can.
But you can tell he's got problems with that wheel.
DDT again there.
If that leg wasn't hurting, he would have made that cover earlier and probably gotten a 3, but he only gets a 2 there.
2 count only. He's trying to get some feeling back in that leg. You can see him there just wincing with the pain. He's been absorbing punishment for a good 10 minutes here almost.
Thomas has got to fight through it and get on top of Chase Brown while he's got him down. If he doesn't, he's going to be in a world of hurt because Chase is going to go right back after that leg. He's a smart wrestler. He knows he's hurt.
Now this might not be a smart idea here. Going for a fireman's carry.
Don't be stupid.
Brown brings him back down into a pinfall.
Oh, no.
Nope. He's
What's he going
bringing
for here?
it around here.
Looks like a Boston crab.
Oh, my gosh.
You might call that a cauliflower crab.
That
We're not
could
sure.
be a cauliflower
Look, he's
crab.
locking his fingers. He's putting all the pressure on the legs and the back of Thomas Extreme. He's going to quit. He's going to give up.
Folks, you talk about pain. This is one of the most painful maneuvers in all of professional wrestling.
Wait a minute. Thomas to the ropes. He's not quitting.
Extreme was able to get a rope break there.
Referee has to almost threaten to disqualify Chase. He wouldn't let go of that hold.
People say he has until 5.
Oh, wait a minute. He's going for the cauliflower again.
But he might not be trying to power up this time. He might be trying to use that as a foreign object.
It looks like he's about to hit Thomas Extreme with some cauliflower.
That's not legal.
You can't do that. Oh.
Swing and a miss. Oh, but there's a
Some
cutter.
type of a cutter maneuver there from Thomas Extreme.
Modified
An extreme cutter.
Extreme cutter. 2. Oh, my. Almost a 3 count there.
What happened to the cauliflower? There's the cauliflower.
Cauliflower is actually in the middle of the ring.
Thomas, pick it up and get you a taste.
I don't know. He smartly chucks it outside the ring there.
Like any 5-year-old kid would do. Hell no, and he throws it out of the ring.
Get rid of that stuff there. We don't need that. This is a wrestling match. Extreme props up Brown there in the top corner.
I don't know what Thomas is thinking here. He's got one good wheel. The last thing he needs to be doing is taking Chase Brown to the top rope.
Well, sometimes the adrenaline makes you a little bit more dumb than you would be otherwise. He's going up to the top rope here. What is he doing now? Oh, attempted Rana, but Brown fights him off. Brown pointing at that noggin of his, saying he outsmarted Extreme.
That's all the cauliflower eats, man.
That must be something for him. Going for that high crotch suplex there, Saito suplex.
That's it.
That's got to be all
stay
here.
Down, please.
1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count? My goodness, look at the resolve in Thomas Extreme.
This guy is dumber than a rock. He's taking too much punishment in this match. He needs to just stay down. I don't think he can beat Chase Brown anymore.
Either he's too dumb to stay down or he's too resilient to give up this contest here, as we've said, for the prestigious NAWA Light Heavyweight title. But a figure 4 as Michael woos into the headset here. What is he going to be able to do here now, folks? He's in the middle of the ring. He can't fight this off for much longer.
Yeah, his leg's got to be about to be ripped to shreds almost. Or if not, it's getting close. A Boston crab, a spinning toe hold, and now the dreaded figure 4. Thomas is in some serious trouble here.
Trying to call for the crowd here to get behind him.
And the fans of NAWA love Thomas Extreme. Oh, here he goes. He's going to roll it over.
Roll it over and reverse that pressure.
Now Chase Brown feeling it. Let it go, Chase. I think you could probably do that.
Chase, he's trying to fight it off himself here. But how long can he take? Oh, now we have a reversal again.
Well, Thomas is stronger. Well, Chase is stronger than Thomas here in this situation.
Chase definitely the bigger of these two men, but only slightly so. Still able to get the advantage and bring that figure 4 back into its proper position.
Yeah, I'd say Chase is probably borderline light heavyweight. If he's
if
not heavyweight, he's barely on that line of light heavyweight.
He probably had to weigh in without that cauliflower in his hand. Put it that way, folks.
Oh, Thomas reaching for the ropes.
Barely within, we would say, centimeters almost. And there he's got the rope.
Look at the pain in his face, the agony. He won't let go.
Oh, Brown just taking advantage of every second that he can there with the referee's 5 count. People say you have until 5. You actually have until 4, folks. You get to 5, guess what? You're disqualified. Now, what's he going for now? What?
Chase Brown never looks under the ring. What's he doing?
He already had his head of cauliflower out here, and it's been disposed of thanks to Extreme, but what's he going for now?
He looks frustrated. He looks like there's nothing he can do to put Thomas away. What does
No.
he do? Hey, we know he likes to sing and write music.
He's definitely, like we said, a warrior poet of sorts.
What has he got a guitar out underneath the ring for?
What is he doing with the guitar in this match? Is he going to sing him a lullaby or something, try and put him to sleep?
No, he did that to Effie.
Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, my gosh. Referee calling for the bell after that cheap shot there. Cauliflower Brown laying out Thomas Extreme with a shot from that guitar.
Well, he sang him a lullaby for sure there.
He definitely
to
put
the
him to
top
sleep.
of the cranium.
My gosh. You could hear that shot clear across the arena, folks.
Look at Chase Brown. He's happy with his dirty work.
Chase Brown.
As Thomas Extreme is your winner, but he is not the new NAWA light heavyweight champion.
Chase Brown winning a bit of, you might want to say.
Look at that guitar, the damage.
Oh, could you imagine what that would feel like across your dome there, Michael?
No, but look at he's destroyed that guitar.
Man, live.
Thomas Extreme might have a concussion.
He may have. He's definitely down in the middle of the ring, but as you see there, folks, Thomas Extreme, the winner. However, Chase Brown goading himself as he leaves the ring with the NAWA light heavyweight title.
Oh, he's going to take a victory lap. He's so proud of his dirty work.
His crowd, his fans here in attendance, letting him know just what they think of his antics. A terrible way to end our first match here.
I've never seen Chase Brown resort to such tactics. Maybe he's just was frustrated. He did everything he could to pin Thomas, to submit Thomas, but he just wouldn't do it.
Could be that we're seeing a different side here of Cauliflower Brown as this feud continues.
All right, we're going to take it back with C.J. Bentley. He's going to be standing by with Reverend Slim.
Wrestling fans, C.J. Bentley here with the North American Wrestling Alliance News. My guest this time is none other than the former five-time NAWA heavyweight champion, some say the greatest NAWA heavyweight champion, the head of Ms. Art Ministries, the good Reverend Slim. Good to have you with us, Reverend.
Bless your heart, brother, and it's a pleasure to be here. A lot of things going down. I feel the spirit moving throughout the NAWA. And we are on a mission of seeking new leadership. I heard that we need new leadership here in the NAWA. We need revival, Brother Lance Starr. We need somebody to come by and grab a hold of all this poison that's going on in the NAWA and bring it back to salvation. Oh, beloved, I want you to know there shall be a day. There will be in the sweet by and by when we meet on that beautiful shore. Oh, we're going to lay down that sword and shield, and we'll always be looking for leadership here in the NAWA.
Words from Reverend Slim, folks. Stay tuned for more.
Well, there you go. We got a new lead on new ownership here in the NAWA. What's Rev Slim talking about? Is he nuts or is he following the Joel Osteen program? What's wrong with this guy?
Folks, only time will tell what in the world goes on there with that little combination of words from Reverend Slim. But here we are with our second match of the evening. Going to be coming up here with a contest between Little Donnie and Justin Vyse.
Here comes Little Donnie, everybody's favorite Little Donnie.
Everybody's favorite Little Donnie, as if there could be more than one Little Donnie.
Oh, you gotta love Little Donnie. He's had his struggles here in NAWA here recently. He hasn't had many victories. He's kind of struggling here. I think today he's going up against a rookie here in Justin Vyse that I think Little Donnie might take care of this guy.
You never know, though. It's one of these things where Justin Vyse could come out with something fresh and unique and surprise Little Donnie, who, you can say what you want to say about him, but he is certainly a veteran.
You can see all of Little Donnie's ex-girlfriends getting in his face looking for child support.
She's got a cane, though. Look out, Donnie. She might come at you with that thing there. What in the world? All these ex-girlfriends with Little Donnie's come to his matches just looking for ways to get an advantage of him.
I don't know what Donnie needs to do to get back on the winning track here in NAWA, but maybe he needs a mentor, he needs a manager, he needs something to help guide him back to the victories.
Maybe a fresh look, maybe a haircut, maybe some fresh gear there.
Why are you trying to take all the charm away from Little Donnie?
It's just one of those things. They say you should dress for the job you want, not the job you have. So we'll have to see here what can be in the future of Little Donnie as he goes forward into this match.
Well, the people here hate him, obviously.
Certainly.
And he obviously doesn't love them, but
he's been spending here the first few moments of this contest telling people what for, telling them what they can do with their comments there as well.
I don't know much about this young guy, Justin Vyse, but he's got a good look. I think he's gonna have a tough task going up against little Donnie, but
it's definitely going to be a challenge because Donnie, as we said, for whatever you may think of him, he is definitely an experienced veteran in the ring. He's had plenty of matches, plenty of time in here. Now calling for one of the members of the audience to get in the ring there if he's so brave, jawing back and forth with him. It looks like here we have Justin Vyse on the way to the ring here now.
Yeah, he's new to NAWA. He hasn't been around very long. He was trained by the legendary Jimmy Valiant, who we're actually going to see on this program later on.
As you may be aware, folks, Jimmy Valiant, the one and only Boogie Woogie man, still training talent to this very day at his school, at his dojo, as you might as well call it.
Yeah, Boogie's Wrestling Camp in Charlottesville, Virginia. You can go any Sunday. It's free of charge, and they would love to see you there.
Justin Vyse, as you can see, come to the ring here. Definitely a muscular young man, got a good physique on him here, and we'll see if he's able to transfer that into being a talented wrestler, and we'll see what he's able to do with little Donnie here. Donnie charging in, just taking advantage of maybe the inexperience of Justin Vyse, clubbing away at him here.
Like I said, Donnie's got a new attitude. He's been on a losing streak here lately, but he's looking to get right back on the winning track here against Justin Vyse.
Donnie
he misses it.
Misses, but then
rolls him up.
Rolls him up.
2, 3.
Oh,
little Donnie again.
Donnie
has lost in under 2 minutes.
That might have been less than 1 minute there. Did the bell even ring?
I think the bell rang.
Oh my gosh,
Justin Vyse with a quick work of little Donnie here.
Donnie absolutely beside himself there in the middle of the ring as Justin Vyse celebrates his victory.
Little Donnie, the 122nd man, is what he's going to be dubbed from now on.
Oh.
If he can't get over that, I don't know what his problem is.
He's going to have something, folks. There's got to be.
He thinks that Justin Vyse was holding his tights.
That was a clean victory, though, folks. You saw it just as well as we did there in the middle of the ring.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the back. C.J. Bentley is standing by with big business James McHone. Let's hear what he has to say.
Wrestling fans, C.J. Bentley here with North American Wrestling Alliance News. My guest this time is big business James McHone.
CJ, for the last year, I have been in NAWA and I have told everybody what my intentions were. Come in, take over, win the gold. But there's been one thorn in my side that's prevented that. And that is the black cat, the big dog, whatever he wants to call himself, Deon Johnson. Johnson, we've beat you half to death. We've turned every friend against you. There's only one thing left. I got titles to win. So I went to find one guy who can assist me in my endeavors, and the only guy who hates Deon Johnson even more than I do. The illustrious Perry James. Perry.
Such a pleasure, big business, to join you here in the NAWA. I can't thank you enough for the personal invite, and of course, when it all centers around that dirt piece of scum, what else can I say that's just as bad about Deon Johnson? There's not words to describe how much I hate Deon Johnson.
That's why you're here. You're the only man that hates him more than I do. And you and me together? Goodbye, Deon. Goodbye, Deon.
Stay tuned for more, folks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, big business James McHone introducing a man who hates Deon Johnson more than him. The man who hates Deon Johnson the most in all of professional wrestling, Perry James, is here in the NAWA. And man, it looks like the odds are not in Deon Johnson's favor anymore.
I tell you, it is hard to imagine Deon being able to claw his way out of this hole that he's in now with the seemingly army that's up here against him. But now, folks, we've got Golden Gladiator number 2 on the way to the ring here.
With his manager, friend, and in this match, tag team partner, Thurston Cogdell III.
Interesting combination of personalities here.
I don't know much about Thurston, but Golden Gladiator, he's been around for a while, and he's a sneaky little devil.
Definitely a throwback in terms of his look there. We talk about classic wrestling. We've talked about Dory Funk here. We've also mentioned Jimmy Valiant here. Golden Gladiator and his partner here, Thurston Cogdell, join with the fans at ringside. But here comes their opponents.
That's Captain Joe. That's the manager of Handsome Jimmy, the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. The boy from New York City.
I tell you what.
The Hall of Famer, man, still going at it all these years later.
it is just a real treat, folks. You know, people say what they will about a man like Jimmy Valiant still competing at his age, but really and truly, how many people can entertain a crowd like the one and only Boogie Woogie man, Jimmy Valiant?
Man, his phone keeps ringing. Well, you can't. He did retire for a little while, but the phone kept ringing and he kept coming. People still want to see him all these years later. That speaks volumes to what he's done in over 50 years of professional wrestling.
That is the absolute truth there. When your phone is ringing in this business, you know you are still valuable.
And Terrific Tony here is a student, a protege of Jimmy. He trained under Jimmy years and years ago, and then he's accompanied by Captain Joe there.
We'll see what we've got here. Definitely going to be an old school style matchup here. Got a couple of brawlers in the ring there in the Golden Gladiator and also Cogdell. And now we've got Jimmy Valiant just showing his appreciation and respect to the fans on the way to the ring.
Well, as you know, sometimes Jimmy's entrance lasts longer than the match. He loves to go. He loves to go around and hug everybody, high five everybody, kiss everybody. He is sincerely the genuinest, most nicest guy in all of professional wrestling that I've ever met.
I can recall.
And now I have to say this because I could say it to Jimmy every time I see him. I have to thank him for my involvement in professional wrestling, because without him, I wouldn't be involved with pro wrestling right now.
And I can tell you, I remember distinctly the first time I ever met Jimmy Valiant, and it is one of the resounding, most vivid memories I have of anything that I've ever done in relation to independent professional wrestling. It was a great moment, and if you have a chance to see him in person, definitely take a moment to go speak to him. You won't regret it, folks, because like we say, he is a real throwback, a classic member of the wrestling history.
Whoa,
what in the world?
Oh, the Golden Gladiator just got his oil checked, I think.
I think you might be about a quart low there. Oh, man, alive.
That had to hurt.
Those golden breeches turned brown there suddenly.
He must be time for his prostate exam. You know, Jimmy's a certified doctor. And he's been doing it for years. He's been sticking fingers up the bum for a long time.
Jimmy has multiple PhDs in this kind of thing. You know, he's just as valid as your normal, ordinary medical doctor. No problem there whatsoever.
And, you know, Jimmy has reinvented himself time and time again. Tag team, singles, bad guy, good guy. He's done it all, man. And here he is today, and I think he's going to put a whooping on this Golden Gladiator and this Thurston Cogdell the third. Hopefully there's not a fourth of this guy.
I tell you, it's hard to imagine there's been two to come prior. Yeah. Hopefully there won't be a fourth, as you say there, but here we go, folks.
Yeah, we shouldn't soil the next generation with the fourth.
Hopefully not. Got Jimmy getting checked out here by the referee. Got to make sure there's nothing tucked into those tights or whatnot.
He's just telling the referee, I love you, brother. He loves everybody.
He does. And, you know, it's great to see him here as we sit in competition in the NAWA ring here, folks.
NAWA, North American Wrestling Alliance. You get a mix of the old school with the new school. You get it all here. It's great action. Look at the fans love it.
This is the kind of entertainment you can't find anywhere else, folks. Better than movies, better than TV. There's the referee calling for the opening bell. We are underway with this contest here. Tag team action once again. Golden Gladiator showing off his muscles, wanting to go into a test of strength with Jimmy Valiant.
Well, of course he thinks he's going to win a test of strength against a man in his 70s.
Hey, don't doubt him, though. He may be 70, but he's wiry.
You know, Jimmy is back to the weight that he was in high school. That's something he wanted to get back down to, is the weight he was in high school. So he's lost a lot of weight over the years, but he's in better shape than half the men in this room.
I tell you,
over half.
I would say definitely over half. You and I been a little bit too big of a fan of the buffet over the years, but you know, we are what we are. Golden Gladiator trying to limber himself up there, see if this helps at all.
Both men are ready after warming up and stretching. What's going to happen here?
Jimmy reaching up. Oh, well, little tickle there to the armpit.
Well, that would have got me. I probably would have giggled too.
I probably would have. That's one of those things there. An old veteran like Jimmy better take advantage of whatever he can get an opportunity or a spot there with.
Yeah, there's no rules against tickling your opponent in wrestling. It's not cheating.
Any rule book I've ever read, nothing against tickling.
You might not be able to choke them or grab the ropes, but you sure as hell can tickle them.
That's right.
And check the oil.
What's going to be in store here next year?
Gladiators playing to the fans a little too much. I think he needs to focus on Jimmy.
Now he's got both his arms up in the air there as if he's going to get a better advantage in trying to test the strength of Valiant. It might have just forgotten what he had here happen to him a moment ago. And got the nose hanging out of that mask there of Golden Gladiator number 2.
He's going to twist it right off of the mask.
Referee admonishing Jimmy Valiant there, but I'm not sure there's anything against the rule book of grabbing a nose there either.
I think that might be illegal.
You think so? I'm not sure.
Could be a little bit illegal.
We may have to get the research team on that there and see what the rule book says here in NAWA. Now Golden Gladiator trying to get some consolement there.
Yeah, hugging his best friend, hugging his manager. I don't think that's going to stop Jimmy from, oh, here, look at this. Golden Gladiator's relegated himself to being one of the Three Stooges here.
Well, he's trying to block his armpits, his nose, and somehow block his rear end there as well from the attack of Jimmy Valiant.
Jimmy's saying, you're okay, brother. I can't reach your eyes like that.
Oh! Valiant proving once again that he's the smartest man in this ring.
Maybe the double eye poke. I imagine that's probably illegal.
That I would say probably is. Well, here once again, if you can get away with it, if the referee won't stop you, then you might as well try.
The referee's got a little baby face.
No.
That is
definitely illegal.
That is definitely crossing the line.
There's a cup check here. Referee, again, admonishing Jimmy Valiant.
Well, at least we know Golden Gladiator's got a pair.
The Golden Gladiator now trying to get some feeling back in his Golden Globes, I guess you could say.
Yellow globes.
Yellow globes. Oh, man. And now falling out of the ring is Golden Gladiator.
And Jimmy's just mocking him now. You know, it's always a treat to see someone from your childhood, your past, still going out and still being able to take it to someone half their age in the ring.
I tell you, and now getting him with an arm wringer there is Jimmy Valiant.
You see the fans are loving seeing the Boogie Woogie man here in action today. Making the tag. It's a terrific Tony here. Now he's going to go after that arm of Golden Gladiator.
He's wrenching that shoulder there. And we'll see what Tony does. Now he's in this contest. Oh, reversal by Golden Gladiator. Oh, back again by Tony.
You don't let Tony's look fool you. He's been around since the early 90s. Oh, he's biting the fingers of Golden Gladiator. He's learned a thing or two from Jimmy Valiant, I think.
His mentor there, Jimmy Valiant, definitely taught him a thing or two over the years. Oh, Gladiator catches him off guard with a straight right hand. And now clubbing away at the head of Tony is Golden Gladiator. Momentum seems to have shifted here now in this contest.
Yeah, that Golden Gladiator's a little weasel. He'll do anything.
Oh, but he shoots himself into the corner there. Now, with an arm drag is Tony as he takes down Golden Gladiator.
You have to watch Golden Gladiator number 2. He's a little weasel. He'll cheat any chance he gets.
That is one of those classic strategies of so many masked wrestlers we've seen in the past. Trying to take advantage of any opportunity they can.
Whatever happened to Golden Gladiator number 1? We ever figure that out?
That's a good question.
Is he really number 1, or is he just calling himself number 2?
Could be.
These are the questions we'll have to get C.J. Bentley to ask him.
That's right.
C.J. Bentley, our backstage interviewer here at NAWA Championship Wrestling. He's going to get all the answers for you folks as the show goes on. But Tony, terrific Tony here, still working the arm of Golden Gladiator number 2.
Golden Gladiator with a rake of the eyes there, Tony. Shoots him off the ropes there. And a big shoulder tackle, though, by Tony. Golden Gladiator trying to get the best he can with a leapfrog.
Oh.
Right to that arm.
Right back to it. It's just smart wrestling. Just go right after the weakened part of the body that they've been working on.
Take advantage of that joint. It's definitely in a weakened condition here.
Golden Gladiator needs to make a tag to his partner, Cogdell.
But we haven't had Cogdell involved in this match at all to this point in time.
Well, in reality, he's really just a manager, a friend. He's not a wrestler, but he's in this match.
He's there. He's got his boots on. He might as well get involved here at some point in time.
He's ready to go. I don't know if we're going to get the tag in to him or not.
Doesn't look like it so far. Tony's still working over that shoulder of the Golden Gladiator.
Tony taking in advice from Jimmy Valiant from his corner.
You know, Cogdell could be getting himself into this match if he wanted to at this point in time, but he's seemingly content to stay there in the corner. Might say something about his personality and his will to actually get involved in this combat here. But we'll see what that unfolds as the match goes on. Oh, that's what we're talking about there, folks.
Speak of the devil.
Cogdell putting a knee into the lower back of Tony. And now Tony is down in the middle of the ring. And there's Golden Gladiator taking advantage of that moment.
This is their opportunity to go to work and take advantage of this match now. Are we going to see some teamwork or what?
Working over Golden Gladiators, working over the lower back there, and also stomping on the hand and just a kick to the ribs. Nothing at all technical about what Golden Gladiator is doing at this point in time. He's just plain old beating the snot out of Tony.
Action spilled to the outside of the ring. Jimmy's getting in. Golden Gladiator's just taking it to Tony on the outside.
Out here in the crowd now. Oh, that was don't take that drink. That was a $2 bottle there.
That's a code red.
Oh, man.
Code red over Tony's head.
He might be seeing red here now. It's Tony. Oh, that fan looked like he was about to throw something at the Golden Gladiator, but he took the better part of valor and didn't do it.
Just working over the back. Here we
and
go.
Now
Finally.
we have Cogdell entering the match.
We're going to see what this big man's got. He looks like he could do some damage if he gets his hands on him.
He's definitely close to probably a 300-pounder there. Now working over the back, putting it knee square into the middle of the back of Tony.
He's definitely going to feel that in the morning. He's trying to be an unlicensed chiropractor here.
I don't think that's an adjustment. I think that might be something else there. And just putting a boot there. Again, working over that lower back. Just taking a temporary little breather there for Golden Gladiator as he's back in this action.
Definitely Tony is taking a turn for the worse for him since he's gotten into this match. And
with a flying clothesline there from Gladiator puts Tony on the mat.
He's going to have to make the tag to Jimmy to save this victory.
And here we have the big man, Cogdell, coming back in.
Oh, a bear
hug.
They are really putting the pressure on the spine of Tony here.
I can almost hear Tony's smack those eardrums.
Gave him a soft high five. And in the process, squeeze the noggin.
Cogdell, I don't think, tagged out there to Golden Gladiator, but Golden Gladiator introduced himself to the match nonetheless.
Right back to it.
Back to that bear hug. You can almost hear.
He's going to squeeze the life right out of Terrific Tony.
You can almost hear Tony's spine popping there.
I'm going to call him not so terrific after this match.
The referee here is being distracted by Golden Gladiator. There was a tag between Tony and Jimmy Valiant, but Jimmy's in the ring. Now the referee admonishing Valiant, saying there was no tag. He just didn't see it.
You may have seen it, but the referee didn't see it. And that's all that matters is the referee's eyes.
Well, that referee needs to be under review, in my opinion. If he didn't see the action, then he shouldn't be in there calling these type of contests.
And as he's wasting time arguing with Jimmy Valiant, they're over here in the corner double teaming Terrific Tony.
Tony.
Right back to the back.
Tony here still being just taken apart by Golden Gladiator and Cogdell.
I don't think it's as effective from Golden Gladiator as it was from Cogdell. But
probably not, but the damage has been done.
It's still putting the pressure there.
Especially if he leans him up in these turnbuckles here. Just using that steel ring post is even further pressure. And now he's putting a shoulder into the gut of Tony there.
But as long as they can keep Tony in the ring and keep the WWE Hall of Famer out of there, I think they've got a very good chance of winning this match. Shoots him across the ropes, into the turnbuckle, excuse me.
Charge in there. Oh, but Tony gets out of the way. Gladiator crotches himself in the middle turnbuckle, and he's down as he's already had some damage done to those Golden Globes of his here earlier in the match by Jimmy Valiant.
Make the tag. Tony, oh, he did. Tony makes the tag, and in comes the WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy Valiant.
Makes a valid tag. Cogdell takes a big right hand. Gladiator eats one as well. And there's another big right hand, just clubbing away as Valiant at these two.
Fire.
Now we're going to have a meeting of the minds here, I believe, folks.
Oh, a double.
Double with Tony and Jimmy.
I don't think there's much mind meeting in between those two, but
that was definitely
whatever they got, it met, that's for sure.
A couple of melons, you might as well say, slamming together there.
The momentum has swiftly changed fast into the favor of Jimmy Valiant.
Look at this, folks. We've got a pair of sleeper holes here in the middle of the ring as Jimmy Valiant and Tony Terrific are putting these two men to sleep here.
Looks like Cogdell's already out.
Cogdell may be already gone here. He's out on his feet. The Gladiator's down now as well. Referee checking both men. There's one. There's the second check. Is it going to be three?
I think it's it.
They're done. They are done, folks.
And there you have it, your winners. Handsome Jimmy, the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, and Terrific Tony.
Putting those two men to sleep there, the WWF Hall of Famer, WWE, excuse me, and Tony Terrific, victorious in this matchup here.
We're going to take it to the back now. We got C.J. Bentley standing by with the NAWA Light Heavyweight Champion Chase Brown. We're going to hear what he thought of his match earlier here tonight.
Wrestling fans, C.J. Bentley here with the North American Wrestling Alliance News. My guest this time is current NAWA Light Heavyweight Champion Chase Brown. Chase, welcome.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
Well, it would be better if that Thomas Extreme would just give up when he had the opportunity. I hit him with move after move. I nearly broke his arm. Everybody saw it. Everybody was begging, Thomas, please, please stay down, stay down. And just like Rocky in Rocky 1, he kept rising to his feet till finally I had an idea. I let the inner blues man in me come out, and I smashed a flat 5 across his skull. And I'm proud of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here with NAWA Championship Wrestling. Next week on the program, we will be having a big United States Championship match as the champion, Boris Baranov, will be defending against Adam James. And we will also be having a street fight. You heard that right, folks. A hardcore match between Deon Johnson and the Black Angel. Join us then for more NAWA Championship Wrestling.